Hello there, Libra, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today I am doing a bonus reading because once again, Libra, you were one of my top views last week. So thank you so much for supporting my channel. So for today's reading, bonus reading, we are going to take a look at your September career and money. So this is strictly career and money, but we'll see what what energies you have for the month of September, and then any obstacles or advice that Spirit has for you. And once again, if you're enjoying this reading or resonating with the message, I would really appreciate it if you would consider like, sharing, or subscribing. Okay, Libra, let's get in it. Let's see what your overall animal spirit is for career and money in September. Okay, so you have the turtle spirit. It says slow and steady wins the race. So this is kind of an indication that if you are trying to race ahead with some idea, so say you have a new business idea, or you're trying to, put out a lot of resumes or something like that, and you're trying to push it along a little bit more quickly because you're wanting more progress. This is an indication of don't push. Allow whatever is going to come in and get into that energy of being really grateful for what you have and knowing, surrendering to the universe and to your spirit guides, knowing that they have the right thing coming to you in the right time. So don't get frustrated. And even if you feel like you're putting effort into something and you're not really getting anything back out of it yet, you're not seeing the harvest, and not to worry because it's coming. It's just slow and steady wins the race. It's a really nice energy, actually. It's about, taking your time with something. Sometimes we have to go a little bit more slowly than we want to because one of the things is we have to build a strong foundation. So that we can, make sure that whatever we're building is going to stand the test of time. So whether that is a new business you're trying to start, a new career path, or even, if you're in a new job or just have some new coworkers or something, or a new work situation, and not to worry. It's all good. This is a really good sign. It's all good. It's just coming slowly. So let's take a look at your other energies. Yeah, you have a change in the wind. So, this is an energy of possibly, you're changing jobs or looking to change jobs or careers, or even moving, or just even going to a different department within your office. It's just a sense of there is change on the way, and it's okay. Like it's actually going to be for the better, because with the turtle spirit, good things are coming. They're just coming slowly. Okay, truth be told, so there could be some truth, in this situation. So like you may have to get, to me, I'm getting the sense of you may have to get real with yourself. Are you resisting a change that you need to make? Or with finances and money, are you spending money wisely? You may be wanting to make a change in the way that you're spending your money, or in the decisions that you're making around money and exchanging gifts, bringing balance, more balance into the energy that you're putting out into the world as far as career and finances, and then also returning. So right now you may feel like, okay, I'm putting energy out there, but I'm not really getting it back. But this is a sense that things are going to come better into balance for you. There has to be a change, some type of change, in order for this balance to come. So let's go to the tarot and see what we have here. Observer. Yeah, this is really a sense of just sit back. And you don't have to do a lot of action right now. Like things are taking place behind the scenes. I get a sense for you. And with the observer, it's kind of like, yeah, just sit back and wait. Ah, look at this, Libra. Yeah, you're showing up in your own reading. Both of these are like the Justice card, which is an indication of you. You're kind of coming into something that is really in alignment with you. And this is, career and finance, but it could be that you also have somebody coming along on your path that is going to help you in this new career or money sector. So it could be a new business partner, it could be even new co-workers, and it could even be like a romantic connection or a friend or a relative that is going to help you as you're transitioning through this change. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's go to the tarot and see what we have. This is lovely energy. I think for some of you, you may be wanting this change. For others, you may be like wanting to resist it. So I am kind of anxious to see what we have there. So we're going to take a look at your present energy, any areas of resistance or obstacles on your path, and then advice from spirit, and finally the outcome if you take the advice. But of course, Libra, you have free will. You can do whatever it is that you'd like to do. Okay, so let's take a look first at your present energy. Where are you now? Nine of Swords. Yeah, so for some of you, there could be a change, or you're feeling a change coming up, and you're kind of anxious about it. You may be kind of resisting this change because you're like, ooh, I don't know. Like, if you're wanting to change, your career, or there could be changes within your office or business place, and you're just kind of you're kind of anxious about it. I get a sense that you're anxious. Now I want you to know that the outcome looks really lovely. Sometimes we just fear change because we don't know what it's going to bring, but this is about you stepping into your truth. I really feel like this is more you stepping into your own truth and listening to your heart. What is it that you want out of this situation, whether this is career or finances? What is it that your heart really desires? This is a sense of allowing your fears to make your decisions around career and money. And it's kind of like, yeah, you have to get into your heart space, because if you look really closely, it's an owl, and like his heart area is a window with all these little hearts, coming out. And it's like, yeah, you have to get into your heart space. You have to, put the love into your work. Like, some of you may be driven by concern about financial stability. You may, money may be tight for you right now, but it's kind of like you cannot get from the universe. You don't get abundance from the universe unless you're really in your heart space, unless you're putting out a lot of love. When we put out love, we get love, and it's kind of that energy. So let's take a look at what you're resisting. Queen of Wands. Yeah, stepping into, making choices out of confidence. Like right now, I think some of you may be making choices out of fear. Queen of Wands is, typically somebody that's very independent, very creative, very much of a leadership role, very business savvy, very charismatic. So everybody loves to be around the Queen of Wands. And it's kind of like, this is your resistance. You're not stepping into that energy of being really confident. Once again, I think, just get really honest with yourself, Libra. Are you making career and finance decisions right now out of fear or out of confidence? And, confidence comes from loving ourselves, loving our situation, realizing that the universe has our back, that as long as we're staying in our heart space, the universe will always provide for us. It's a sense of, one of the reasons things are going slow right now is because you're working too much from, a sense of fear rather than a sense of confidence. Okay, so let's see okay, this is your advice from Spirit. Seven of Swords. I really am getting a sense that you're holding back. You're holding back your truth in some way. So let's take a look at a couple of scenarios. You may be fearful that you may lose your job, so you're not speaking up at work. It's kind of, I'm getting a sense like this is your throat chakra. Like, you need to let You need to allow yourself to speak up and express your ideas. It's not like you go into work and you start criticizing people. I don't mean it that way. It's kind of like coming from your heart space, but sharing your ideas. I feel like some of you are just holding back. You don't want to, the Queen of Wands is super confident and goes in and is willing to share her ideas, express her viewpoints, is very open. And it's kind of like, I feel like you're kind of a little bit closed off. You're afraid to share your truth, whether this is, in work or perhaps even with, we had the soulmate card come up, perhaps talking, to a soulmate about changing some financial decisions that you're trying to make. So, for instance, maybe you've been talking about buying a new house or a new car or something like that. And it's kind of like, your partner or your soulmate may want to do one thing and you're really kind of concerned about money or something like that, and not stepping into your confidence about how to have this discussion. This is definitely a sense of you holding back something, either your ideas, your feelings about something. It's about you needing to share your truth, to share your ideas, to share your creativity with the world, exchanging your gifts and talents with the world, and that will help to bring in more abundance for you. And then we have Six of Swords. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, there is a situation that you're concerned about. There's a change in the wind. And sometimes the change provokes us or nudges us or pushes us to move on from a situation, to, go ahead, to speak our truth, to find what it is that we really want. So you could be facing a situation at work and you're kind of like, I'm kind of tired of all this, upheaval, this drama, this chaos. And you're like, okay, I got to go find another job. Or it could be, with finances or money. It's kind of like, okay, I got to find another way to, make my finances and money work for me. Okay, and then on the bottom, 2 wands. Yeah, kind of making a decision. I think some of you are going to go in a new path. It's kind of like you've had this moment of slowing down with this turtle spirit in order to reflect a little bit about some of the decisions or choices that you've made in the past that have brought you to this point. Because the turtle spirit is very much of that here and now, taking a really good look at your career and finances and asking yourself, okay, is this really, am I in the spot that I want to be in? Okay, am I overspending? Or perhaps you're not spending enough. Maybe you have a bunch of money in the bank, but you haven't gone on a vacation in 3 years, right? A lot of us haven't, but it's kind of like, it's kind of like trying to bring that balance back into your life. You may have been focused on one thing in your life, and now it's kind of like you're opening up to seeing other possibilities. So let's go ahead and clarify these and get a little bit more information. So with the 9 of Swords, we have Judgment, 8 of Pentacles, and 5 of Wands. Yeah, King of Cups. It's really about you, you're taking a second look. With the Judgment card, it's about taking a second look or having something revived around work, wanting to work on this. Okay, so for some of you, you could have, kind of like you're looking at everything and you're kind of like feeling this anxiety. Because your soul, I think this, with the Judgment card, your soul, your heart is calling you to go in a new direction. And you're being told to take a really close look at your heart space. What does your heart want you to do? You may be in a job that is paying you well, but you're kind of like, yeah, I don't have, you have this conflict, right? This could be internal conflict, but this is also a drama. To me, the 5 of Wands is drama. Like having to make choices that really aren't for your better good. It's like, yeah, eliminating some things in your life that no longer suit you. For some of you, I think you're going to go in a more spiritual path because this is also a card of awakening. So you may be trying to, you may have a job that's very much the 3D. You may be making a lot of money, but you're kind of like, your heart is kind of like, yeah, but you're not, are you sharing your real gifts with the world? Some of you are going to be called, to do something that's a little bit more spiritual, to eliminate this drama in your life. You may feel like you go to work and it's just kind of like drama. And with the King of Cups on the bottom, Libra, this is about, you really stepping into your heart space. Like wanting to love the work that you do. I think part of the change in the wind is either you're going to decide, okay, I'm going to go to work and make choices at work that are more in alignment with my heart space, or you're going to be making a major change in your career or your job. You're going to be like, this is like so far from what my soul wants me to do. I have to go in a new direction. I have to find this balance in my life. Okay, with the Queen of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, lots of cups here, having the strength. Okay, this is something that is really trying to come up. Look at this. You have the three queens here. Now this is your area of resistance, and gender doesn't matter, but when we have three of something and one is missing, that's the most important one. And what's missing is the Queen of Pentacles. Like, I feel like you want, this long-term financial stability, whatever that means for you. But I think you also want it to make sure that it's something that you love, that inspires you, because you're the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. You want to step into, you're getting the clarity that you want to step into something that's inspiring. Inspiring for you, inspiring for the people around you, something that you love, something that you get up every morning and you're kind of like, I'm doing good for the world. It's kind of like, you really want to put your true gifts and talents out there, because you know that by doing that, you're going to get more joy and abundance sent your way. And it's just kind of like you're resisting it. You're resisting it for some reason. You may not think you have the strength to learn the skills. You may feel like you have to go back to school, or you may have to take some time to learn the skills. You're not sure you have the courage or the stamina to learn these skills. You have the Magician and the King of Swords here. Really getting clear about what it is that you want to manifest in your life. Coming into a true alignment with what your heart is asking you to do. And look at this. You have the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. Really building something independent. I think for a lot of you, you're trying to start your own business. You want something that maybe you can pass down to other family members, possibly your children if you have children, or future children, or something like that. You want your financial stability. With the 9 of Pentacles, you want your independence in some way. And you do. You want this strong foundation. I really feel like for some of you, you may feel that where you are working, like if you're working for somebody else right now, that, you never know when you may lose your job. And it's kind of like, I also think it pays the bills, but it doesn't bring you satisfaction to your heart. And I think you're getting into this sense of, I've got to go build something for myself, something that I'm passionate, inspired to get up every day to go do, but that also can provide me a legacy that I can possibly, pass on to, to my children, or however that means for you. Something that's going to last for a very long time. Okay, so let's look at the Seven of Swords. Yeah, the King of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. Remember, the Queen of Pentacles was the one that was missing, and the Moon with Nine of Swords on the bottom. Yeah, I think that you're just kind of like holding back. You're holding back on yourself. You're holding back. And, with the Moon card here, it's secrets. Once again, it's the sense of you may not be sharing this idea of leaving your job with the people in your life. Like you may be kind of like wanting to do it, but not putting it out to anybody because I think for some of you, you may feel like, you need this stability. But here we have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups. What you don't realize is that this is going to bring you a lot of abundance, financial abundance, and joy in your life, emotional fulfillment. And you're just holding back on it. Let's see with the Moon. What is it that's being hidden from you? I think this is definitely on your soul path. With the Moon card, it's an indication that the divine is working behind the scenes to have this come in for you. Yeah, 10 of Wands, Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups. Lovely. 3 of Wands. Waiting for your ships to come in. Waiting for this opportunity to come. And, you have the turtle spirit here. I think it really is about you getting into the position where you can take a window of opportunity that I think is coming your way. It's kind of like you've been slowed down for a reason. The universe is working for you behind the scenes to have something new come into your life that helps you to move on from the financial career situation that you're in. But there's going to be like a window of opportunity. So it's about getting all of your, eggs lined up. This is like a snake holding the egg. But it's kind of like getting all your ducks in a row, right? Well, this is like duck eggs in a row. It's about getting everything ready so that you can take this window of opportunity. And look at, here the owl has a window. It's like I'm really getting a sense you're going to have this window of opportunity, but when it comes, you're going to have to move, and you're going to have to move perhaps quickly. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, with the Moon card, there's something from the past that you're putting down, some burden, something that ended. It could be nothing that's related to your career and finances. It could be a relationship that ended. It could be, it could be a phase in your life that's ended. So say, for instance, your children, your last child has just gone to college. So now you're like an empty nester. Or perhaps you just left a long-term relationship. There's like some ending here that is kind of opening up this new phase of your life. And this is definitely a new phase in your life. And look at this. You have the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. It's something that you're going to love that really kind of inspires you. Something that comes in quickly because, with the Knight of Wands, it does come in quickly. The Knight of Wands is a very fast-moving energy. So it's really a lovely, it's kind of like, I don't think you ought to make any big decisions right now. I think what you need to do is get into your heart space and ask yourself, what have you been holding back? What, it's almost like the Seven of Swords is holding this one egg there. It's like that's what you've always really wanted to do. And for some reason, you've never maybe been able to do it. You may have made a lot of your career decisions out of being fearful of financial ruin, we'll say, right? I mean, it's just like you've made the decisions because, maybe you had a family and you were trying to, feed and house and clothe everybody. And it's kind of like you're getting this opportunity to really kind of go in a direction that is close to your heart. Because look at, she's kind of holding the egg close to your heart. You may never have even shared this dream with other people, but you're getting this opportunity to do it. To go for this. Like, I really get the sense that it's like opening up a whole new path for you. Okay, so let's see with the Six of Swords. Look at that, the Knight of Swords. Oh my goodness, Three of Wands on the bottom. You have been waiting for this opportunity. I get a sense some of you have been waiting a really long time. And yeah, you've been planting the pentacles. You know, you've been planting your time and energy. Even if you haven't really done it, you've been thinking about it. Like you have put a lot of time and energy thinking about it. And now look at this. You are getting inspired. You're getting the sense of, yes, this is the time for me to, take this leap of faith and go in this new direction. Once again, I get this sense that you're going to have this window of opportunity because look at here. We have the Knight of Swords, the fastest knight in the deck, and we have the Strength card and the Tower. Like there's going to be a sudden change in your life. Like you literally, I don't know, like you're literally going to go to work one day and you're going to say, wow, I don't want to be here anymore. It's like that kind of energy. Like, okay, I quit. I retire. I'm like, I really get a sense that you're going to have the financial stability in place. Like maybe you're building up a nest egg. I'm thinking turtles lay eggs. Like you're building up a nest egg so that you can take this window of opportunity. You can go in a completely new direction when the situation comes into play for you. So don't be, if you're sitting there going, yeah, well, I'm not making any progress. Like maybe you've been thinking about this, but you're not making any progress. And it's kind of like, it's okay because you're supposed to go slow right now. So that you have the time to get yourself financially set so you can make this shift. But once it comes, it's like fast. It's like super fast. And it's good. It's really good. I mean, don't let this tower scare you. This tower is just like, yeah, this like happens almost overnight. Like I get a sense that, you're going to have the strength. You're going to have the clarity to deal with this. And it's going to take you in a new direction. And you're going to move on very quickly. You're going to be, thank you, universe. That was good. That was good. Oh, look at this. Bloom where you are planted. Yeah, I feel like, you are going to, it's kind of almost like you're a seed, right? And it's like the wind is getting ready to shift you from this situation that you're in into something different. But remember, the universe always shifts you because there's something better for you. Yeah, it's really a nice energy. Okay, so let's take a look at your creativity oracle card. Change. For a change, do something you usually do a certain way in a different way. And I think when you start making these shifts, and honestly, I think a lot of you are kind of stuck in your head in fear mode, right? Fear about change or something like that. And shift into your heart space. And as soon as you do, like just be really grateful. Like even if you go to work and there's all this chaos or something, just go, oh, I'm just, it's so nice to have a lovely office to come to every day or something like that. I'm very grateful for this job. Just like get into your heart space. And as soon as you do, your perception is going to shift and all of this is going to happen for you. Really nice. Okay, and this is your creativity oracle. Your soul shines. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think for a lot of you, remember we have this judgment card. I think you are shifting into having a job or making decisions about money based on fear into something where it's kind of like, you know what? I am going to go follow my dream. I'm going to go do what my heart really wants to do. I'm being called to maybe start a spiritual business or, go into some type of healing or something. And remember, we had the Page of Pentacles here at one time. There may be some things that you need to learn. You may need to go back to school or find a mentor or volunteer to learn the skills that you need in order to go forward. But those opportunities are going to come upon your path so that you can be successful in this new adventure. So, Libra, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I really enjoyed it for you. It's got a great energy to it. So, I wish you much love and light in this situation and all your situations. And if you've enjoyed this message, I would really appreciate it if you would consider like, sharing, or subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.